The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 460 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Piracy playing cards, and these are in collaboration with Theory11 and Peter McKinnon. So, without further ado, take a look and see what we get. So, here we have that matte black finish tuck box here with a bunch of gold and silver foiling here. And so, we got Piracy playing cards produced by Theory11. And it says CAD and USA. I think that, anyway. And then you got the skull and crossbones there at the top. There it says fly the flag, and then you got all those great gold embossing, because it is embossed. You can feel a little bit of the texture. And then some more skulls. You got like some waves and like seaweed. You got the boat there. Some crazy details. And then on one side it says Piracy, fly the flag, and Peter McKinnon. Other side says the same thing, Piracy. And then it says playing cards and produced by Theory11. On the bottom, we got Theory11, Circuit Trevor, and premium playing cards, Theory11, Fly the Flag. On the back, you got a sneak peek of that back done, and also more embossing. And for the seal here, you got like there's a square seal with that kind of black skull and crossbones there. Or also like swords or knives, but and on the top it says luxury playing cards, and there's more of that kind of rope style. And you can kind of see a little Peter McKinnon sticking up through that seal there. And there, I'm not sure if there's anything else under there. And then on the tuck flap, you just got that little skull and crossbones there. And then you got a little bit of like silver foiling as well. There was the little crack kind of designs. And nothing on the tuck flaps. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, it is definitely fully custom. So it has that matte black kind of finish. But then on the inside, it kind of has like that map, as you can kind of see there. There's like a little bit of a map and a compass. A little bit hard to see. Even like in person, it's a little bit like dark on the inside there. But there is gold foiling through it. Just a little bit harder to see. Well, now that we took a look at the talk box, time to take a look at the cards. And I'm not entirely sure what stock and finish this is, because I couldn't find out what the stock and finish is, because it looks, I couldn't tell. Might be from the United States Plant Company, but it could also be from a different company as well. But here we have that nice gold and silver foiled back design here. Looks crazy. So it is a one-way back design with the standard white border going around there. And it's a one-way back design because you have that skull and crossbones there in the middle. And it's only facing one direction. So like that. But then pretty much the rest of it is mirrored. There's still got the boats on either side there. You got that kind of compass design in the middle. It says Piracy playing cards on either side. And you got all that kind of gold foil, silver foiling for like the little border, like the little cracks going around and in the middle there. And some other details within it. And it is one way, so if you were to flip it over, the design would be upside down just because of that skull and crossbones there in the middle. And now for the cards here with the deck. And for the first Joker here, it says Joker there in that custom Piracy font, and it says Piracy USA playing cards. And it says Fly the Flag. Well, it does say USA, so I would say some kind of air cushion finish, somewhat like that, or it's United States Playing Company stock and finish. And you got that gold and silver foiled Joker there. It says Fly the Flag with the skull there, and the flag's going through the skull there, and you got that little rope kind of little border window there showing a little bit of like an ocean in the background. And then the second Joker is an identical Joker, so two identical Jokers. Then you got the fully gold and silver foiling for the ace there. Custom ace of spades, that nice big gold spade there in the middle, with that kind of like almost like a porthole kind of like style window there in the back. And says Piracy playing cards there at the bottom. You got the custom font and pit suits there in the corners there. And then there's lots of detail within it because it says Ace of Spades here on either side. You got the skull and crossbones once again in the middle. You got some skulls there off to the sides and some other details. And then for the rest of them, the spades here. They're definitely a custom there with that gold and silver foiling. So it has like the gold kind of like outline to it. Then it has like the silver kind of cracks there with the little black background. And that goes throughout the rest of the spades. Then you got the fully custom core cards here, which are fully gold there. There's a little bit of silver foiling, but mostly gold, as you can see. And all the core cards are pretty similar. They're slightly different, but like pretty much almost the same designs. So we have the Jack of Spades here, which is like a skull with like a squid or an octopus's tentacles going through it there, and it says a Jack of Spades there in the middle. And you kind of got that little rope, kind of little circle detail going around all the core cards. And then for the queen, you kind of got like a mermaid with a skull. And then you got the king that's just like a skeleton pirate with an axe. And you got that custom ace of diamonds here. Some more gold foiling there. And that red color. It has a little bit of white. Instead of like the silver, it's a white kind of gloss. And it says Piracy playing cards. And you got that same skull and crossbones with that kind of squid or octopus there in the middle. And that same kind of circle design. And then you got that same kind of concept as the spades, just with that gold border. Except for the silver, it's a white there for the diamonds. So fully custom. Then you got those fully custom core cards. And like I said, they're pretty similar core cards. Like the kings are like almost identical, I think. As you can kind of see here. They look pretty similar, maybe like slightly different, but they look pretty similar. They just have different hats. And then the queen is another mermaid who's holding a skull there. And they all say like the name of the core cards inside. The queen of diamonds, jack of diamonds here is just the skulls, like the tentacles going through it, just in a different like design. And then the core cards for the clubs here. Once again, that fully custom and fully gold foiled there. And you have the silver foiling back on the clubs there. And you got the king that's a skeleton there. You got the queen there, which is the mermaid with a seashell this time. And then you got the same kind of skull with the tentacles. And then you got the same court cards here with the gold foiling and silver foiling. With the gold border for the court cards. Pretty same concept as the spades. Then you got the fully custom ace of clubs here. With the same kind of circle design. It says ace of clubs around it. And you got the custom club there with the skull and crossbones there in the middle. And it's kind of like a little ocean view on all of them because you can see like an anchor, you can see like the mermaid and stuff like that. It says Piracy playing cards as well at the bottom. And lastly, the hearts. In the full custom court cards, you got the queen there with another shell. You got the king as that skeleton. Once again, and you got the same kind of skull with the tentacles. Then you got the same kind of concept with the gold border, just the white for the hearts there. You say that's silver. And you got the custom ace of hearts here. What has that same circle design that says ace of hearts going around it. And then you got the heart there in the middle with the skull and crossbones there in the middle. And then some detail around it, and then Piracy playing cards at the bottom. And the last two cards here is you got the Piracy luxury playing kind of little ad card that says produced by Theory11, circle design with the skull and crossbones in the middle. And then the second one in is another little ad card that says Piracy playing cards Peter McKinnon, produced by Theory11 there. That says fly the flag with the skull there with the swords behind it. And now that we look at the cards, let's test the handling a little bit. And one thing I gotta say, what's the foiling on the back? It's like stamped foiling. So if you look through the cards, you can slightly see the back design. Though it might be hard to see on camera, but you can kind of see like a little bit of an outline there on camera here. So a little bit of an outline. So you can kind of see like the back design through. It's a little bit easier in person, but you can kind of lightly see it on camera. The little border of the back design, kind of like showing slightly through the cards. But now for the handling. And they actually handle pretty nicely for being like fully foiled with lots of foiling. It's not like super thick at all. They're kind of more of a medium stock. They have a nice flex to it for springs. There, like they spring fantastic, super smooth, and they handle and feel fantastic. Like for cardistry, they look stunning with that kind of shiny gold, like there. And then they spread pretty fantastic, like almost flawlessly, like super smooth. And then for the Pharaoh, they are like fantastic for the Pharaoh. And they look great in a giant fan. That fantastic giant fan, nice and shiny. That gold and black kind of contrast. So there's definitely no issues with the handling, like super flawless. Theory11 always makes great handling decks, and this is just another one of those. Not only do they look great, they handle great, and they feel fantastic. So overall, just a entirely fantastic deck. So definitely no issues at all. Even though it is a one-way backline, it's a subtle one-way backline, but still doesn't bother me whatsoever. There's a fantastic design deck all throughout, and you got those fully custom faces with all that gold and silver foiling, and you got 4 fully custom aces there, which I like when they customize the aces like that. Then you got the super highly detailed court cards there, so all that foiling and there's that detail. So they went all out with this deck. So a fantastic deck, and if you haven't picked one up, I'd highly recommend it because these are one of Theory11's like most highest quality decks that they've released in a while. And like again, they handle fantastic. No issues with the handling because the foiling does not affect the cards at all. So with that being said, fantastic design and fantastic handling. So not much more to say. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 460 of a daily deck review. And this has been the Piracy playing cards from or collaboration with Theory11 and Peter McKinnon. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.